Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to our impromptu sprint again. We've been randomly popping in on these, and you'll get to see us more later on Keisha's channel and Leah's.
Yeah.
So you're going to just see us several times in the next couple of weeks.
Might get tired of it, so you might not.
You never know. So let us know what you're reading in the comments below. And Keisha, introduce yourself, although they probably know you.
Hello, my name is Keisha, and I'm from the channel A Book Like You. And I'm very excited to be doing sprints. We were chatting about this earlier, and I was like, I just want reading buddies. So I'm pumped because I'm reading this book, In the Field of Grace by Tessa Afshar. And this is my first Tessa Afshar book. She writes biblical fiction. And honestly, I have been so scared to read biblical fiction because I was like, I'm just not going to like this. It's set in a time period that's so long ago, and I just don't know. And I'm only 44 pages into this. I am vlogging this. I'm actually doing a Ruth reading vlog, like through the book of Ruth Bible study and this, because this is the story of Ruth in biblical fiction. So all my thoughts will be heard, but I'm only 44 pages in, and I'm just like, I've teared up twice, and I'm really loving it. So I'm pumped.
I love the story of Ruth. I've read that one several times. Yeah. It's so easy to read through because it's short.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I like retellings a lot, especially Esther. That's probably one of my favorite stories. And the movie, I'm sure you've seen. If not, you should. It's One Night with the King. It's such a great retelling Esther movie. I remember watching that as a kid and just being in love with it. So
I think the only movies that I've seen that are like would be like retellings are the cartoon ones, like The Prince of Egypt and
I saw that too.
Yeah, they're so good. Like
they are
a cartoon. Yes. I was like, oh my goodness.
They are. So I am reading Live and Let Chai. I am buddy reading this with Jules, and I'm really excited. And I have my tea here that I'm drinking, and it is chai, in case anyone was wondering. And we'll have our tea ambiance. So if you like tea, go ahead and make yourself some hot tea and join the tea party. I see that Grandma Susan is here. How are you? Glad you decided to do this. Yes, we are very excited as well. And we tried to get Leah to join us, but her hubby is coming in. So we are sad she couldn't join. But I'm sure she's super excited to see Tyler. He's been on a missions trip. Reading Lock Every Door. And already 30% ahead of me. Courtney. Hello, I will be reading an art, Come Fly With Me by Helen. Once I get my little guy to bed, I'm about 3/4 the way and I'm really enjoying it. Awesome. I'm reading With Each Tomorrow by Tracy Peterson. Hi, ladies. I'm currently reading Foxglove and the Hunter's Daughter.
What's the Hunter's Daughter? Foxglove, Tam? Because I know you've been reading it for a minute, so I'm curious if you're almost through with it and if you're still enjoying it.
Have you heard of The Hunter's Daughter?
I don't think so.
Neither.
If I had to guess what it was, I would say like a fairy tale story, but I don't know.
Fantasy.
I'm going to look it up.
Hi, Jules. She's going to come back and read with me.
Yeah, I forgot about her book discussion, and I was messaging Jessie earlier, and I was like, I'm so excited for sprints tonight. And she was like, Keisha, book discussion night. And I was like, dang it. I didn't read the book.
I know. I always feel that way when there aren't sprints. I'm like, you're here to serve me. I need a sprint.
Oh my goodness. Oh, if this is the same book, The Hunter's Daughter, it looks like it's a thriller. This is the cover. Her father's sins won't be her own. That's kind of creepy.
Oh, it looks like a creepy one.
It does.
You'll have to let us know if you're liking it. Keisha, when biblical fiction is well written, it makes me hunger even more for the word. Yes.
Yeah.
Have you watched The Chosen?
I've seen like a few episodes of it, but I have a hard time getting into movies like that. Like, I don't know, because I feel like I'm like, okay, do I remember who this is? Or, I don't know. It's just a lot to keep up with. And I don't
know, I know, like, some people really don't like where people add stuff because they want it to be just, like, straight with the Bible, and I do get that, but what I really love about this is it helped me because it does stay true to the Bible, but it kind of just adds in with the imagination what could
Yeah.
have happened. And so it really helped me to, like, see those characters and kind of, like, be able to visualize better as I'm reading it. And so
Yeah.
now, ever since watching The Chosen, like, Nicodemus, that whole episode, if you haven't watched it, you should, but it just made me bawl, and now I feel like I really just connect with the story of Nicodemus, and I probably never would have otherwise.
Yeah.
And so, if anybody has not watched The Chosen, it's really, really
Mhm.
good. I really enjoyed it. But the first season was my favorite. The second one was good, but I definitely like the first the best. One Night with the King is outstanding. Yes, I loved it. Gave me chills. Like when she had to go meet the king and could have died. Like that part is crazy.
I can't believe I haven't
Hi,
seen it.
Gabby.
Hi.
We had our field trip today, and then I did a lot of cleaning and cooking, so don't know how long I'll make it, but I'm going to be reading the rule book. Yay! You'll have to let us know if you like that. I have that on my TBR. I get to meet Gabby next month.
Yay! She's
I
so
try
sweet. She's tiny. How tall are you, Wendy?
5'6".
Oh, you're taller than me. I'm 5'2.5".
am.
Gabby's short. So
Is
that's
she?
like when you meet her, she's just like this little ball of energy, and it's just like the best thing ever. So I'm jealous you get to.
Oh, Gabby, I try to tell Keisha to just come stay at your house and
It's a
see us.
long way. Y'all live too far.
Love The Chosen. The Chosen is very good. Yes, I am loving Foxglove so much. I'm 88% into it.
Yay.
4'11".
See, I told you she's little.
I am so excited. Me too. Me and Leah have like 3 books. Well, I have 3 books left of Riley. I forget how many she has. I've got Final Girls, Home Before Dark, and Lock Every Door left. And then I will be ready to meet Riley.
You got a long way to go, though. That's a lot of books. You can do it, though.
I binged several the last couple of weeks. I can do it, especially audiobook.
You're going to be so tired of reading thrillers.
I know. Hi, Hannah. Determined to get a lot done of Just for the Summer tonight, but so tired. Are you liking that book, Hannah? I'm assuming you are, but you never know. Hi, ladies. Excited to see you on Sprints. I'm reading The Tattooist of Auschwitz tonight so I can watch the new show soon. I have that book on my TBR. You'll have to let
It's
me know
so
if you
hard
like it.
to watch.
Did you like that one? Think you said you didn't really love it.
It was like mid for me. It wasn't my favorite.
Yeah. But you don't really like historical fiction,
I
right?
like middle grade historical fiction. So,
Question. I was on my video, I was showing this, but Fever, have you heard of that book?
yeah, is it the one with the eye on it?
And it says Scholastic on it.
Mhm.
So like is it middle grade?
Probably.
Cuz I bought that at Goodwill because it was on my list and I was like, "Hey, my first middle grade book."
You should try, since you like historical fiction, you should try some middle grade historical fiction because it's so freaking powerful. It's so good.
I do love me some
Because they're some of
historical
my favorite
fiction.
books of all time.
But yeah, I wanted to read that cuz I've never read anything about that particular thing, yellow fever and stuff, and so it just seemed really interesting to
The
me.
main character's 14, so it's probably like upper middle grade, lower YA. Is what I would think. So
Did you
somewhere.
ever read the books with like the girls on the front? It was like American Girl or some type of there was like series diaries and
Yeah,
they each
I,
followed like a different one.
I vaguely remember that. I don't think they were like huge books for me, but I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and so there was this one on the Titanic, of course, that I loved.
Of
And I
course.
liked watching all this. Yes. My mother-in-law is 4.5. Wow.
We're
I
only
have
going to get
4
shorter as we
left.
get older.
I know.
Like how tall? Leah's taller than you, right?
She is. She is tall.
Oh my
That's my
God.
favorite book of all time. Which one? Oh, Tattoos to Auschwitz.
Tattoos.
So Gabby reads historical fiction. Yay, I have someone else that agrees with me.
Hey, me and her are supposed to be buddy reading a historical fiction in November. It's the last bookshop in London. We both got it when we we're together. So, yeah.
I try all the time to get people to join me, but it's not like that's probably the least liked genre of everybody. They're
I
always like,
have
it's
a few
boring.
that I need to read. I have that one and another. There's a couple that have like the bookshop element that I will try. And I
Yeah.
have this isn't like the same time period of it, but I have The Secret Life of Bees because I love that movie and I really want to read the book, but I don't know if I'm going to like love it, so I'm nervous.
Yeah. Is that a middle grade or just
No, it's
regular?
I don't think it is. No, it's an adult. It's when is it set? It's the movie, is it Dakota Fanning that's in it? It's been so long since I've seen it. The Secret Life of Bees. It came out in 2008.
Is that
And it
like
has
this little girl on the front? I almost feel like I saw it.
Queen Latifah, Dakota Fanning, Jennifer Hudson, Alicia Keys, and Sophie O'Connor. This movie.
Okay, maybe I
And
did see
it's
it.
set in, well, is it going to tell me? South Carolina, but I'm trying to figure out the time period. I don't remember. If anybody in the comments knows, help me.
I'll have to look that one up then.
But it's a great movie. I just is
Hi, Emily. Finished my devotional and going to read a few pages in When the Darkness Will Not Lift by John Piper before I read a Noel Adams book.
fun.
Awesome. Wendy is ready for Riley. Can't wait to see your vlog on these books. I am. I'm going to be thrillered out next month and not want to read any thrillers except for his new book. Laura, hello. Finished Skyward and now continuing with City of Brass. Awesome. I've only tried one Brandon Sanderson. I didn't like it, but it was just kind of strange. I want to try Mistborn. Have you read Lovely War? No, I have not. Is
I
that
hated that book.
you didn't like Lovely War?
I DNF'd it at like 75%.
Because you were bored?
Well,
Or
no, it was an interesting concept. Do you know what it is?
no.
So it combines like kind of Greek mythology with history. So like you have a war between, is it Aphrodite and Ares? Maybe. It's been a while. I don't remember
I'm
books
not
well.
good at that stuff.
But while they're warring, the war is happening. Like I think it's World War II. But
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I think I marked it as red though. Let me see. I'll show you the cover. If you've not seen this, it's by Julie Berry. Do you recognize that?
Mm-mm.
You like historical fiction though. That's a popular one.
I know.
I DNF'd it at page 253 because it stopped holding my interest, and it has like it flips back and forth. It's 1917, World War One, and it's a love story, but it's like different people's love stories. I don't know. I'm not going to be good at explaining it because it's been a while.
I'm still going to look it up and maybe possibly read it. You never know.
It's interesting. You might like it. It's very similar. It's not very similar. When Divine Rivals came out, it made me think of Lovely War, but it's not the same. There's not like letter writing like in Divine Rivals, but the concept.
Feel like historical fiction is like an acquired taste. So at first you can kind of be bored, but I feel like once you read several of them, you get kind of used to the way they're written. And now I feel like, you know, slow starts and stuff don't really bother me as much because I'm kind of used to it having a buildup, as well as fantasies the same way. And so that doesn't bother me. Whereas Leah, on the other hand, she has to have the book jump right in with action.
Do you have Audible?
No, I just have Spotify and
I read
use Hoopla.
this year, but it's a
Forgotten
short story.
Chapter.
And
you have to send me all these.
I will.
On Instagram. I have never read middle grade. Me either, Leah. Hi, Krista. Random sprints. Yes. We need to get some stuff done. I need to read City of Brass. How is it? I heard Heather talking about this on her Patreon. Middle grade is the best. I can give some good middle grade historical recs. Yes, go ahead
I'm
and send
sending
them
her
to me.
some too. Me and Krista got some of the same overlap, but she's read
Listen,
a
I
lot more.
never wanted to try any middle grade, but she has
These
convinced
are
me to at least try historical fiction. I when I envision middle grade, I envision it just being about like this kid and
but it's written by
like
adults. You have to remember that.
you know what I mean? Like I just envision it being like for kids and like about a kid. I don't know. I
Yeah.
guess I don't they're not all going to be like that, but I am editing a historical fiction rec video tonight. There's a historical fiction readathon in June.
There
Awesome.
is.
Well, I'm going to be doing Survivor and I will never have time for that.
If Amanda
Unless
does
they fit the TBRs.
Amanda from oh my gosh, I almost said the Curly Reader. Krista knows because she used to be the Curly Reader. Amanda from On the Middle Shelf. She does Historathon in November usually. I don't know if she's gonna do it again this year, but she's done it for like the past like maybe 4 years. So
Hi,
I'll probably
Jovi.
do it then. Oh yeah, she's
Oh, her face. Hi, Sarah. Let us know what you're reading. I saw Secret Life of Bees at Goodwill and passed it up. I didn't know what it was. Oh, man.
I don't know if the book's good, but I really like the movie.
Krista definitely recommends middle grade historical fiction. I would love it too. Secret Life of Bees is set in the 60s. It's not my fave, but it's okay.
Like book wise or movie wise? I'm assuming book because I really love the movie, but that bums me out because that's why I bought the book.
Oh, I love Brandon Sanderson. Yeah, so the one I tried by him was Emerald or Trust of the Emerald Sea, and it was just a little too out there for me. I don't love fantasy that's like following I don't know, like kind of like fairy tale creatures. Like there was like a talking rat and like different stuff in it and
Have you
like
seen The Princess
spores.
Bride?
Yes.
Okay, I know it was supposed to be inspired by that a lot, but I don't know
It
if it
was
was.
weird too, because like the spores were like water. I couldn't, I couldn't. I just couldn't. I just was like, this is so out there for me. So like, please let me know if all of Brandon Sanderson is like that because I would like to give him another chance. But those are just not for me. Lovely War was just okay for me.
See, Hannah's gonna write.
And me and Leah both agreed on Tress of the Emerald Sea being strange. But we are the unpopular opinion on that one. That is on my TBR for this year. The narrator of Tress is in all of his books. I loved Lovely War. My heart is broken. I already knew Keisha hated it. Yes, I need action from the get go. For sure. The Weston Game is a great middle grade mystery if you like mysteries.
I DNF that one too. I'm sorry,
Okay, but you DNF a
but
lot.
it's a classic. I
That's
didn't used
so,
to.
but classics are hard for me as well, I will say. Just catching up on the beginning of these sprints, I got my mom into Tessa Afshar and she's loving it. I haven't read
Yay.
any yet, but am excited to soon. Agreed. The Chosen is amazing. Try Mistborn. It has pretty hard magic. Okay, so Mistborn was like next on my list to try of his. 3 fabulous middle grade historical. The War That Saved My Life, The Lost Year, Until Tomorrow, Mr. Marsworth. Oh, and Sweep, the story of a girl and her monster.
I just sent you my review of Until Tomorrow, Mr. Marsworth on Instagram, so I'm sending you a bunch of stuff.
Yay. Thanks, Krista. Krista giving us all the recommends. I am only a chapter in City of Rest, but I like it so far. I'm reading it for Maddie's Patreon. Heather's Patreon is also reading that. Is that like explain a little bit what that's about? Because I know it's fantasy, but I don't know a lot about what it's
Been
about.
around for a long time because I remember like not old booktubers, but when I first like in 2017, 18 started watching booktube, it was popular back then, I think, or around the same time.
Skyward was my first Sanderson. I loved it. Okay. got to the end of the comments. What do you say we read to the top of the hour?
Sounds good.
And I am going to do this little tea garden type of ambiance. And I'll see you guys then.
See ya.
Hello.
Hi.
How'd you do?
Well, after we talked for a minute, I read 2 chapters and I'm listening to the audiobook too, but I kind of was doing a little bit of this, just dozing because I didn't take my afternoon nap today. Just forgot all about that. So I'm definitely going to need some tea with caffeine in it to rejuvenate me for the rest of it. So,
I drank all mine. I kind of want more. I didn't love that chai tea. I got like a like a pack of like 5 different types of chai tea from there, and this one, it was not my favorite one. It was like a little more herbally.
Yeah, I don't like the herbal taste very much.
I got a chapter done, which these chapters in cozies are always long. So it was 16 pages. But
What's
I
your
think it's
original
cute
thought?
so far.
Good.
Cute. And I feel like I'm going to like restaurant type of books because that's the only job I've ever had was working in a restaurant. So I feel like I sort of relate.
Yeah, it's a good one. I
um,
think I don't remember if I gave it 3 or 3.5, but I did enjoy
and
it.
I'm like, if I do like this, the second one I should take to the beach because it's a
Yeah,
perfect beach book.
yeah.
And it was funny because there was a part where she was like talking about how she's afraid of bees, and I'm like, oh, this is me, which is which is hilarious because I'm terrified of bees, and we're gonna have bees. So everybody's like, why are you having bees if you're afraid? Like, I don't know, because my husband wants to.
Oh,
But yeah, I like it so far. Got to page 96, chapter 12 in the rule book. Awesome. Are you liking it? Read several books with my little guy before bed and then read 3% of my arc. You are always good at the arcs. Excited for you to pick up Death by Dumpling. Me too. Finished your book. What'd you rate it? Hey gals, I'm reading The Lost Story by Meg Schaefer and it's lining up to be my favorite of the year. Wow.
that's awesome.
What's The Lost Story about? Let me look.
Um, I think it's inspired by Narnia or something. It's the same author that wrote The Wishing Game.
Okay.
So this is her next book.
The Lost Story. Oh, okay. I've seen that cover. Was that on was that recently on NetGalley? I feel like I saw it.
Probably it's newer.
That's awesome.
Did you read The Wishing Game?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I didn't either.
Read 30 pages that sprint, page 55 of 560 still seems to be setting up the story. I'm interested, but I don't know if I like it yet. That's a long book too.
Yeah, very long. I'm not a long book girl. There's been a few that I've enjoyed, but they're so intimidating,
Yeah, I know. I only like it with like fantasy. I get real annoyed if it's other books.
Yeah.
Like a romance, if it's 400 pages, I'm annoyed.
Yes.
I'm like,
Sweet
why?
spot is a little one.
Yeah.
So.
Like oh, who was it? Lucy Score.
This
Okay,
is a good
before
time for a
yeah,
romance.
before I realized that I do not like Lucy Score, I was like, why are her books so long? Like all of her romance books are huge. I'm like,
Right.
why? It's cute so far. I like that they have a past and we just learned some new information that adds a twist to the relationship.
Yeah.
Did you read the cheat sheet, Gabby? I didn't like the cheat sheet, so I'm hoping that I'll like the rule book. Hi, Bethany. Still doing some other things, but going to be reading The Good Sister when I get home. Oh, Keisha's going to be
I
excited.
love that one. So good. My car is literally named after Fern. I'm just saying. That's
That's
a big
so
deal.
funny to me. I thought that was good, but it was like, I mean, just middle of the road for me. But I think
It's
I don't
fine.
know that I love psychological thrillers, which
Well,
I
I
guess
feel,
I've only tried Frida McFadden and Sally Hepworth. So
but see, I don't like Frida McFadden is a popcorn thriller author.
yeah,
So that's a different type of thriller. And then The Good Sister isn't even thrillery. It's like a family drama suspense. I don't think
yeah.
either one of those are psychological thrillers. So,
See, and I think that I don't love like just regular drama
yeah.
books
What
usually.
I
Now,
like
that's
about
not to say
Sally,
I can't, but
yeah, Sally kind of made me realize how much I like character driven stories because I never would have said that I did. And I didn't think that I did until I read her books. And I love because, like, each book, she has unique characters in that have different, like, it could be different mental health issues or different, like, just things that you may not read a lot of characters that have those things. And for me, it really helps me to understand them better. And so I don't know, I like that about her books. I'm really in it for the
yeah,
characters. So,
I did really love Fern a lot.
yeah. She's so quirky.
She is. She made me laugh a lot. All I've got to say is that he sent her a first date questionnaire and invitation. I'm sorry, what? I know.
Like, who does that? Justin.
Eh,
And all men
That's
should.
such a cute book. I wish I could forget it and reread it. I will be rereading that book because yours truly and Just for the Summer will be the first books I ever annotate.
Yay.
I actually gave the cheat sheet 5 stars. I don't know what it was. I just didn't love it. I don't know why. I think too, I had just come off of her When in Rome series, and I just loved those a lot.
I'm thinking about taking When in Rome to the beach. I haven't decided yet, but I'm thinking about it.
You should. Almost done with my video, working on the description links now. Awesome. I just finished editing up mine right before sprints. So now I get to just enjoy and read.
Krista, when does yours go up? I know Wendy's goes up Wednesday. Y'all give me things to do at work because I watch y'all's videos at work while I'm doing other things.
I read Count of Monte Cristo earlier this year. The key to those chunky books is to have daily page goals. Why
I
are
have
you
no
shaking your
desire to
head?
read that book, but more power to you, Emily. That is awesome.
Is that a classic?
Yes. And it's like,
Okay.
it's basically a classic revenge story. Like, that's kind of what it's known for, is being that.
I'm not a classic person. My sister is, but I have some that I want to read. Like I do want to tackle Gone with the Wind. I had started that and then I got so distracted but I was liking it. I think I will because it's kind of historical. So it's just very large.
Yeah.
Very large. I will not be reading War and Peace. That will not happen ever.
Yeah. I'm more of a children's classic person. So.
Yeah. That is cute about your car, Keisha. I read both of your reviews today on Goodreads. I thought that was super cute and Just for the Summer. Is this your first Abby Jimenez? I love Fern, but I almost DNF'd it today, but I changed my mind.
I need you to message me and tell me why.
Don't tell her that.
No, I want to know. I want to know your thoughts. Are you vlogging this, Bethany? Let me know. I need to know if you're vlogging it.
Mine will go up tomorrow morning.
Yay! Woohoo!
It's such a readable classic. Gone with the Wind is terrible.
She was just like,
Well, I liked it. I only had read 40 pages, and then I got distracted by other books. That's as far as I got. The Count is so good. If I ever reread it, though, I'll read the abridged version. There's a lot of unnecessary parts.
I bet with the book so long.
I can't wait to read Just for the Summer.
Yay!
I'm trying to talk Krista into reading a Riley Sager because she's never read one, and she was reading like the Simone St. James Murder Road and talking about it, and I'm like, dude, you need to try Riley Sager because she never had before.
Yeah.
I feel like she was telling me that we have similar taste, I feel like, in thrillers. So I was like, okay, read The Only One Left. You have to.
Yeah, I love that one.
I just bought War and Peace this weekend. When I'll read, don't know, but a coworker read it this winter and loved it.
My dog is doing unspeakable things to her toys over here. And I was like, stop!
Part of Your World was my first Abby, but it just was not it. Same, but I love this one so far. Yes. If you don't like Part of Your World, I definitely encourage you guys to read the other two.
I just like it's not a book that I want to fight for, okay? Like I'm not gonna
Yeah.
fight for it. But like I gave it 5 stars. And I get why people don't like it, but I don't know. I love Daniel.
I just had it right after I read When in Rome.
Yeah.
And it was a small town romance, and I liked it
Anna, did
better.
you at least love Daniel though? Like I can get being upset with the girl. I don't even remember her name. Alexis, that's her name. I can get being upset with her. I can get not liking her ex. I can get not liking her friends. But Daniel, like, please, and the townspeople.
I
Like,
did like the
little,
town.
like
Yes.
how they came together. The pregnancy part. Do you remember that? Like with what all that happened.
Yeah.
That I was like, oh my gosh, like how do you not like that? Anyway, that's all I'm gonna say.
I just liked When in Rome better.
Well,
And
I need
just
to
when
read
you
it.
know, you know.
I know.
I just like Sarah Adams the most. But
Are you excited?
Abby is like kind of competing with her now.
Are you excited
lately.
for her new book? Did you see the cover?
Yes. You're talking about the rule book, right? What are you talking
No.
about?
Did you not see her 3rd book in the When in Rome series?
No.
Leah shared it earlier.
I missed it.
Yeah, she released the cover for it. I'm a little nervous because I'm like,
gonna
is it gonna
die.
have smut? Yeah.
I think I would like to reread those series and just have all the books because that's probably my favorite of hers. The whole series.
It's Beg, Borrow, or Steal.
Okay.
And
How
it
is that?
is.
Is it Small Town?
It's the 3rd book and it's after Practice Makes Perfect.
Oh, so that doesn't have the cover on it, or it does?
This is the cover.
I don't love the cover.
Yeah. I don't know, I think it's cute. But it says it's featuring Emily Walker. So you probably know who that is, maybe. I don't know.
I can't remember.
But it's feuding teachers and neighbors, rivals to lovers, second chance, secret writers, and a heist. Sounds good.
Yeah, I can't remember that character. I read Practice Makes Perfect like almost a year ago. So I don't remember all the side characters.
Yeah.
But I do want to reread them. I am vlogging and I will message you.
Yay! I'm glad you're vlogging.
I have read Riley. I read Lock Every Door and Final Girls. Oh, for some reason I didn't think you had.
I thought you said that. I was like, I really thought she had, but she didn't. But Krista,
okay, well, the only one left is the best one, so read that
yeah, those, like, Lock Every Door was my first Riley Sager, and I gave it 4 stars, but honestly, like, it wasn't the best. And Final Girls I DNF'd. So I would recommend the one that Wendy said, the only one left, or The Last Time I Lied. Maybe not Home Before Dark. I feel like you might like it if you like Simone St. James, but like you have to go into it knowing. No, you don't. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. Those are my 3 favorites. But the ones you read, you could do without them. So try one more.
I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Krista, but what is it that you really like in thrillers? I wanted to say that she liked, kind of when it has more in depth in the character development, if that makes sense. So, like, the only one left, what I loved about it was that the characters had more depth. Like, you know how in thrillers, a lot of the times it's just like, fast paced the whole time, and like there's really no depth to the characters. And I think that's why I like Riley Sager books so much, is I feel like he does a really good job with that.
Yeah.
Hope you're having a marvelous day. Abby Jimenez is better author than Catherine Sender. There, I said it.
Those are fighting words. I'm just kidding. I haven't even read Catherine Center, but
I've only read 2. One I loved, one I didn't like. So I can't say. But I do want to read Things You Save in a Fire and Hello Stranger, because I feel like a lot of people really like those.
Yeah.
Glad you read Part of Your World. You need to have read that for the impact. Yes, I agree. Daniel was a beautiful human, but she was awful. Emily Walker is Noah's other sister. Okay, That's what I was thinking in my head, but I was like, I don't want to say that wrong. IMFC is part of your world. I can understand why she acted the way she did. I grew up with a verbally abusive father and a manipulative parent, so her actions made sense to me. Yeah. I hated all the stranger.
Emily's coming with the hot takes tonight. I love this.
I know. I'm waiting for Krista to come in and be like, hey. All right. Well, I'm trying to decide if I want to switch up my ambiance because I get easily distracted.
Do the magical tea one, that other one you had. Maybe that'll be a good one.
Well, I have one up here. Hold on. This was I had another one set up just in case.
I need to go make some tea. Will's
I know,
like,
I
the
think
order's ready. I'm like, it's probably getting cold now, but
I think I'm gonna make more too.
cute.
All right. I'm getting confused here. Okay. You want to do top of the hour again?
Sounds good.
All right. See you guys then. Hello.
Hi. Did you
How'd
make
you
more tea?
do? Huh?
Did you make more tea?
I didn't.
I did. I made a whole 16 ounces, and I'm like
I
halfway
thought
through.
about it.
I made just beat it berry tea. It's very good.
Is that the one that you're talking about today?
Was I talking about that one today?
The one you just got in the mail?
No, that's not that one. I'm waiting to figure out, like, I need to make a post with that since I'm partnering with them for Instagram and stuff. So I haven't gotten into it yet because I want to make sure I do what I need to do picture wise or whatever else I'm required to do. So I'm waiting to hear back from them. But this is from David's Tea. It's really good. So it's one of my favorites. I have 3 tins of it. And then
I like spicy stuff.
I like spicy and berry flavored. So it just depends on my mood. But I made it to chapter 8, page 77. And I'm liking it. I'm still loving it. Sorry, that didn't sound enthusiastic enough. I'm still really enjoying it. I also decided to, like, I noticed there would be parts that I remembered from scripture. So I decided to, like, underline those. And then you can't really see it, but I underlined them and I put like, where it was in scripture beside it. So that way I would remember if I ever went back, like, this is the part that's actually from the scripture. Because, you have all this book that's like, an account of what could have happened behind the scenes of, like, the basic story. So, but it's really good. It's just the way that she writes these stories is, I don't know, like, I don't have words for it. It's just really good. I understand why people say she brings the Bible to life like no other. I mean, other than God, of course, because I mean,
Yeah.
the word is living and active and all that. But I mean, it's really good. What about you?
You should definitely try Lynn Austin. She has some books like that where she writes about biblical
Historical
people.
fiction, though, aren't they?
Some. But the Bible is history.
Well, you're not wrong. So,
And so she has books based off biblical characters as well.
okay.
Not
Well, I need
but
to look at
my
those.
favorite series of hers, follows, like, during the slavery period. I'm enjoying this one. I really like
Yay!
it. And I was, marking Jules because I'm like, I feel like so far, like, out of all the cozies I've tried, like, I am right away enjoying this more. I feel like
Yay!
I like the characters a lot. I think that they're funny, and I don't know, I'm just more into the storyline. So
So
we'll
you may
see.
be more of, like you said, like a restaurant or like foodie type cozy. So
Yeah, so I got about 22 pages done. Um, and it's just kind of funny because because it's so dumb, it's funny at times, like, you know how, like, it's a cozy mystery, so they're like it's all about, like, who poisoned the tea, maybe that's why she doesn't share the ingredients and
yeah,
just all this stuff, and it just makes me laugh because 'cause I'm like, "This is so dramatic," but it's
yeah,
just funny.
it's so good. It just makes you feel good. It's just a fun time to read cozy.
Yeah. Yeah. So let us know how you all did. I see some people joined. Let's see. I think this is where we left off. I did love The Bodyguard, Happiness for Beginners. I watched the movie Happiness for Beginners. Did not read the book. Um, did not like Bodyguard, but it's because rom-comers is similar, and I liked it better. Hi, Jules. Better late than never. Hi, Jess. What are you reading?
How was the discussion? See,
Yes.
they're all coming from the discussion now.
Yes.
Hello.
Well, are you awake now with your tea?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, like, am I awake? No, but, like, am I better than earlier? Yes. Like,
Okay. I'm here. I am hopping in to Dead Wrong by Vanetta Chapman, I think. I can't decide. What's that? Do you know what that is?
mm-mm.
Is
Caitlin
that
reads
a
a lot of
cozy?
variety of stuff. So,
I know she likes cozies.
hmm and she likes just like regular mysteries too. I associate her with that a lot too. Um, I can't.
Kind
Oh,
of
I
seems
spelled
like a
Vanetta wrong.
cozy, but I could be wrong.
I can't find. Let me just look up the author. Vanetta. Chapman. Oh, okay, I found it. Yeah, it is cozy. I think
It
it is.
sounded cozy.
It's Agatha's Amish B&B.
Oh, that's so cute.
Fun.
What do you think of it so far? Oh, wait, you didn't start it yet. It takes me a second at nighttime. I feel like there's like a 5-second delay period with my brain in the evenings.
That's understandable.
So I'll like read something and then, or like when someone says what they're reading, and then I'll always forget what they were reading when they're talking about it later. Just had a good chat with my trainer, aka my brother. Then I got my video finished and scheduled. Now it's time to read. I'm starting the love story of Missy Carmichael tonight. Off to bed. Well, you left, but good night. You're a teacher, right? I think she's a teacher. Yeah, my kids have one more week of school. Jumped on the elliptical for a little, so I only read about 4%. Gonna work on gifts for my son's teacher, so hopefully I can take them tomorrow. Let all of the dogs out. How many dogs do you have again? I forget. I know you have a lot. 15 pages. One of my favorite series. Yay! Yeah, I'm really liking it. So here's hoping. I forgot to mention, but I'm reading Mistakes We Never Made by Hannah Brown, aka The Bachelorette. I did watch her season, but I
I did
haven't
too.
watched The Bachelorette in a
I
long
don't want to
time.
talk about it. We can talk about it behind the scenes, Wendy, but I don't want to get into that tea.
Yes, I know. Probably the same tea for why I don't watch it anymore. I'm loving it so far, and I've only read 3 chapters so far. Welcome to the Foodie Cozy group, Wendy. They are my favorite. I'm starting to think that's me because I'm obsessed with food. I get
Well, we
really
know that you don't like the bookish writer ones, the ones that I
I
love.
know
So
the
don't
ones
read
that Keisha
those.
kept recommending are
Married is
similar
a
in
good book.
theme.
Dark and Stormy Murder. I mean, you liked it kind of,
I
but you
did like that
didn't.
one, but it wasn't my favorite subject. So,
Yeah.
like, I liked the atmosphere, I liked all of that stuff, I liked the characters, but, like, I think I just needed to find the hobbies. I definitely love food and snacks and all the things, so
Yeah.
maybe this
So
is
that
for
may
me.
be your niche within it. So
Maybe. We'll see. The discussion was really good, good.
yay.
I can't wait to hear your thoughts on that one. It was so good, except Lena.
I had wondered because she put something in the Discord and I was like, I'm curious. I need to go back and watch. But I was like, I wonder if this is going to be one of those books where she was like, I work in this field and this is not how this goes. I wonder if it was one of those. Like, you'll have to let me know. I need to go back and watch. Oh my gosh.
Well, Jess, I didn't like that book at all. So there's 2.
Did you read that, Darling Girls?
Yes, I did. I gave it 2 stars.
I was worried about reading it because of some of the heavy child abuse content.
That's why I hated it. That's exactly why. I got it as an arc, and I can't read anything with that in it. So
I don't want it to soil her as an author for me because I have given all of her
yeah,
books 4 stars and above, like most of them 5 stars. So I just can't. I'm scared that it's going to ruin it for me if I don't like it. So
yeah, that was my second book by her, and I was like,
you need to read. She does have some like one of her books. I think it's The Secret of Midwives is a historical more because she used to write different than she does now. She wrote like women's fiction and historical. Some of them were. I think it was just that
yeah.
one. But
Oh, she laughing at Lena. I'm like 25% and really like it. 4 dogs, and it's 4 too many. I can only imagine the one puppy I have right now. It's like
goodness.
a full-time job. I stopped watching it after Hannah's season, lost interest, but I loved her, yes. After 45 pages read, not sure what is happening, but I'm intrigued and compelled to read more. 5 stars for me.
Yay, that's good.
Yeah, I think for me, it's most likely like if it wasn't the content that I just don't like to read.
Yeah, for sure. That makes
I
sense.
mean, it's just like, being a mom in general, it's just hard to read.
Yeah, I'm sure that makes a difference.
But
Gosh. Mm.
I mean, I think I only have one book by her currently, the younger wife, which you said wasn't her best, didn't you
I mean,
say?
I liked it, but I don't know if you'll like it.
Yeah.
It's very dramatic. Like it is very family drama. Because that's the one where, do you know the concept of that book?
No, I just saw it at Ollie's, so I
It's
grabbed it.
there is a man and woman that are married, and they have two daughters. And the man's wife ends up, and the two daughters are adults, by the way, but the man's wife ends up getting Alzheimer's, and he decides to divorce her because of that. And he starts dating a younger woman that's the same age as his daughters. And that is like probably the worst part of it for me. One of the daughters is a kleptomaniac. So she steals things impulsively. She can't help it. Like she's got kleptomania. The other daughter, I can't remember if it's OCD or I don't know, but they have like, that's why I like her books because you get to learn about these different
Yeah.
characters. But it's really tough. And the twist in that one didn't surprise me as much. But I enjoyed reading about it, specifically the daughter with kleptomania. Like I really enjoyed her storyline of it. But so.
Well, are you
But
awake enough to do one more?
yeah, for sure.
We got a bunch of people that joined, so we'll try to do one more sprint. You know what's funny is so when I had my office upstairs, it was hot all the time. Because this computer monitor puts off a lot of heat. And so in that small room, it would be like a furnace and I would always be like sweating to death.
Yeah.
But now in my basement, it's freezing
I was sweating.
because because the AC's on. And so for some reason, because like our thermostat's up there, it'll always be running because it's hot up there. And so the basement's always like ice cold. So I'm awake because it's colder.
Cold.
That's what they used to do at us in school is they would just freeze us out to
Cool. I
keep us
hated that.
awake. I'm going to read about 30 more pages and then heading to bed. Thanks for sprints. Thanks for
Love you.
joining. Good night, Hannah. Heading to bed. Good night, Krista. Thanks for joining. All right, let's do one more. You good to go to the top of the hour?
Yep.
Okay. And then it'll be bedtime.
Sounds good.
Hello.
Hi. You're
I
back
need
in the
stuff,
cold.
but I'm not at the end of the chapter.
Oh no. How much do you have left?
Like 7 or 8 pages.
Oh. I was gonna say if you just have a
So
page,
long.
you should just be like, wait a minute.
It's all right. I'll finish it after.
Okay.
I made good progress.
You still liking it?
Yes, I'm almost to chapter 6. So,
Yay, that's good.
how'd you do?
I did good. I made it to page 100, but I wanted to share just like a little piece of this just to encourage anybody that might be interested to pick it up a little more. It's not going to spoil like the story or anything, but I just want to like share a little bit of what this author does because she's even taking other Bible stories and weaving those in too. And I think the more I read this, the more I'm realizing that while my first fear with this was that it's going to add too much to the story and it's not going to be like, it's not nonfiction, it's biblical fiction. That was like my fear. But what she's doing is she's really allowing me to see the story like I truly believe God's using her to open up my mind to this story more and understanding Naomi's grief and Ruth's grief and understanding like what Ruth could have come from and what Naomi's really going through. Because like this story portrays Naomi when Ruth first meets her as this like very encouraging woman with all this wisdom, but we see Naomi and Ruth a lot of the times as just like she's grieving, because she's lost her husband and her sons, and then now Ruth has just taken up this mantle of like submitting to God now, and she's changed like her beliefs and stuff, and she's kind of like that stronghold for Naomi. But I wanted to share just this one part because so this is like a conversation between Boaz and Ruth, and he brings up Jacob, and he's talking about like Naomi, and he says, she reminds me of Jacob. Have you heard of him? And Ruth says, one of the ancestors of your people, is he the one who cheated his brother of his firstborn blessing? And then he tells the story of Jacob. So he says, that's Jacob. When he ran from home in fear of his brother's vengeance, he passed through a forsaken wilderness, all alone, not knowing his future, not knowing if he could ever return home. That night, as he lay down to sleep, it must have seemed to him that he had nothing, not even a cushion for his head. He had to use a stone on the ground. Can you imagine how solitary and afraid he felt? And then he goes on to say, well, that night, Jacob had a dream, a God-touched vision that brought him hope. He dreamt of a ladder. Its base touched the earth, and the top of it reached into the heavens. The angels of the Lord ascended and descended on the rungs, coming to earth to do his bidding among us, and returning from the world of men after completing their missions in our midst. In this forsaken wilderness, the angels of the Lord descended to do the work of him who had sent them. The Lord himself stood at the top of the ladder. And Ruth says, Jacob saw him in his dream, yes, and heard from him too. When he awoke, he said, surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it. Jacob glimpsed one of the great truths of our faith that day. And Ruth asked him, what truth? And this is the part, like, so I was highlighting all of this, like just underlining, but this is the part was like that I really highlighted. He says, we travel through many wildernesses in life, be they real like Jacob's Bethel or wildernesses of the soul. Broken dreams, loss, grief. Sometimes there is nothing to comfort us but the hard stones of a lonely path. In those places, God seems so far away and distant, the way he does to Naomi right now. Yet there is a ladder that touches down into the soil of our loneliest wilderness. The angels of the Lord ascend and descend upon it, and he is himself watchful to give us aid. Like Jacob, Naomi has lost her family. She is in a wilderness beyond comprehension, but she is not alone in it. Jacob's ladder reaches into that forsaken place, and the Lord is with her. And I'm just like just the way that she said that, the way that she worded that, and I don't know. Like it just almost brings tears to my eyes. I think I'm too tired to cry right now, but like that whole part, like there's a ladder that touches down into the soil of our loneliest wilderness. And the angel of the Lord is in to descend, and he is watchful to give us aid. Like it's so good. It's just so good. Sorry, I know it's too late for all this, but I'm just like, it's so good.
I'm glad you're loving
I just
it.
wanted to share a little piece of it because it's not necessarily like I mean, it is a part of the story, but she's even taking that as like, because that happened in Genesis. So,
Yeah.
and they passed things through word of mouth a lot of times. So it's likely he would have known that story and could have used it. I don't know. It's just so good.
That's
So
how I feel about The Chosen.
I know. I'm so glad God can use stuff like that
At
to like.
least if you don't wanna watch the show, just skip to the Nicodemus episode.
Well,
It
it
makes me
starts with
bawl.
him, doesn't it? Because he's in the first couple.
He is, but,
Because
like,
I had to
so
ask Will, I was like, what happened with Nicodemus again? I forgot. And that's where I struggle with the show is I don't know certain stories very well. And so
no,
I
see, I've read stuff, but, like, I forget stuff, but, like, it helped me remember better. So
yeah,
now I actually know their stories better because it helped.
yeah.
Um, so, like, he is in the beginning, but, like, they each kind of have their own episode that focuses on their character more. So
Okay.
his is kind of, like, more towards the middle, like, how he wanted to meet Jesus privately,
Hmm.
and that one was just I was like a mess. It was just so good.
I may give it another try someday. I don't know. I don't watch like a ton of TV because I read, but we'll see. I won't say I never will try it again.
Just skip to that episode. Let's see. I think we're here.
Corinna.
Hello. Well, we're finished now, but hopefully you got to do that last sprint with us. You're off to bed. Read another 8%. It says I have a little over 30 minutes left, so I'm hoping to finish it before bed. Awesome.
Yay.
Almost to chapter 6 too. You are fast. See, were you doing all audio? See, I wasn't doing audio, so but also she was asking me earlier, like, how are you only on chapter 3? Y'all have been sprinting for like 2 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Because we talk, Jules.
Oh,
Sprinting for us is like talking sprints. Although, also keep in mind, like, I'm running up and down the stairs, and then I was, like, making tea, and then I was eating, and so I wasn't just reading,
did you
but
eat mozzarella sticks?
no, I made leftover pizza,
Okay.
which isn't much better. But if it helps, it was cauliflower crust.
Oh, so much
So
healthier.
so
I mean, it
it's a
is.
vegetable.
Oh,
But yeah, so I feel like when I do sprints, like, I'm still just, like, running around, but I did really good on the last sprint, like, I feel like I just was able to sit there and focus and read. Um, Especially, like, this late at night, like, you can tell I like a book if I'm able to stay up later because just in general, like, I'm a grandma, and I can't stay awake very easily.
but Booktube is making you into not a
It
grandma.
is. I have been staying awake later because of it. I really want to read Tessa Farr. I am right in the middle of The Good Sister. Are you
Yay.
still liking it, Bethany?
She did message me and tell me about the part that was tough for her. And I was like, okay, well, it'll all come together. And it was just so hopefully, I was like, I don't even remember the part she mentioned. So it's probably fine.
Thanks for sprints. Thanks for joining us. Good night, ladies. I have to get up so much earlier than normal tomorrow. Good night.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap up here. It is well past my bedtime, but I am going to finish this chapter.
Yay. I'm glad you're liking this cozy a lot more.
Oh, she's liking it. Good.
Yay.
Well, thank you all for joining and jumping on last minute. This was fun and we got a lot of done.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for joining us, Jules. So, Keisha, your sprint's next, right?
Yeah. So me, Wendy, and Leah, you get more of us this week on Thursday. Same
Don't
time.
get tired of us because then Leah has one the next week.
What's on Saturday?
Is
Isn't
it?
it? I think it's on Saturday, the 25th.
Okay, so
3
all week.
times. Woo!
Hope you guys aren't tired of us. So yeah, Keisha's channel and then Leah's channel. And so it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Leah's husband just got back from India. I think it's India. So she is visiting with him tonight. So she's Super excited about that. Never tired of sprints. Oh, thank you, Jules.
Yay.
All right. Well, I will go ahead and close out, and we will see you guys on Keisha's channel for sprints. Bye.
Bye.